Hey guys, thanks and welcome to the Traffic Thief webinar. I'm going to show you how we can automate an SEO heist. And this took the internet by storm not that long ago. And it was so good. The strategy was so good. I had to find a way to automate it. And that's what I'm going to be demonstrating for you today. Okay, so have you ever noticed how some websites seem to effortlessly rank for everything while you're stuck grinding away with keyword research and content creation? Well, today I'm going to show you how we automated the SEO heist that ethically borrows winning strategies from top sites. And using this exact system, we're building profitable niche sites daily. And I'll even show you how I built 7 sites in 7 days. Now, the problem with niche site building today is that you have to spend wasted hours on keyword research. I'm going to show you how to completely bypass that. Absolutely don't need to do any keyword research. We have everything automated in the system. And the AI tools that are available, well, they just drain your budget and they're not scalable because most of them, in fact, all of them, the good ones, are charging you on a credit basis, which means it's not scalable unless you've already got a lot of money to invest. Okay. And thirdly, they create content that never seems to rank. And finally, they give you tech headaches with trying to optimize WordPress sites, and that reduces the amount of websites that you can do. Okay, now we're going to bypass all of that, and we're still going to be using WordPress. And as we dig deeper into this session, I'm going to show you exactly how this is done. Now, this all started about a year ago, just over a year ago. I stumbled upon something on social media that was creating a bit of a storm in the SEO community at that time. It was a bit of shocking all within the SEO community, and I'm going to show you that now. And it's from a guy called Jake Ward. Now, Jake posted this on Twitter. You can see here, this is a live Twitter feed here. He said, "We pulled off an SEO heist that stole 3.6 million total traffic from a competitor. We got 489,509 traffic in October alone. Here's how we did it." Okay. And as we scroll down, he starts to explain. "We pulled off the SEO heist using AI. We exported a competitor's sitemap." That's a keyword-rich sitemap, okay? "We turned the list of URLs into article titles." So he's got a list of keyword-rich posts within a specific website. And from those keywords, they turned that list of URLs into article titles. And then they used AI to create 1,800 articles from those titles at scale, okay? 18 months later, they have 3.6 million total traffic and 490,000 monthly traffic, okay? Now, he's mentioning then that at that time, it was a totally manual process. Now, Jake has gone on to build a tool that offers to do that, but we have built a tool as well to do this. And I've taken that strategy even further, but even better, my tool is unlimited use, whereas other people's tools are not unlimited use. That means that we can really scale this up. Now, the simplicity of this strategy, I think, was the major shock to a lot of people within the SEO community. There was a big sort of argument going on between the black hat and the white hat SEOs at that particular time. And there was a lot of big SEO influencer types jumping in on both sides. And so it was quite an interesting period. But while everybody else was going on about that, I knew that we had to go and build that. And we started to build that tool very, very soon after. And that is what I'm going to demonstrate for you today. Now, at this point, I need to address something very early because a lot of you might have the same question that some of those guys on social media had on both sides. And that is this an ethical strategy? Well, it depends on how it's done. Okay, that's the honest answer. But while all of that was going on, I was figuring that out. How do we do this without actually copying other people's content, and to make sure that we've got something completely unique that will never be related to their content on the surface of what people would see with the content that we are automating and posting into WordPress. So Nathan Gotch, who is one of the top sort of social media SEO guys, he basically jumped in and he was saying, look, if you're using a competitor sitemap to discover keywords, that isn't unethical, and SEOs have been doing that for quite a long time. So what is it about this strategy that you think is so wrong when the white hat people, the white hat SEO people have been doing that for years and years anyway? And that's a really great point, because usually what people are doing is they are doing some research on the competitors' websites. They're looking for keyword and content gaps and all that good stuff. And then they are building new content. It even goes back to a guy called Brian Dean, who created something called the skyscraper strategy, which was a huge thing in SEO just a few years ago and still is, and where he basically drove millions and millions of traffic using other people's content as the research basis of creating new content. This kind of stuff has been going on for quite a long time. And the key is that we are going to be focusing on the keywords and the keyword research that these guys have done. Okay, we're going to take those keywords and we're going to build posts around those keywords, but the content will never be the same. It won't even look the same. It might even have different angles based on the keywords that we have provided into the AI. And then as well, it's how we deploy that content. Okay, so put a 1 in the chat if you're ready for me to show you a demonstration. Before I go and do that, let me just show you what we are going to cover. Okay, so we are going to cover how the traffic thief system bypasses competitor analysis. Okay, because basically we're taking what is working now for very, very successful niche sites, and we are making our content based around their keyword-rich sitemaps. Okay, so every single post that they've got, they are optimizing for specific keywords. We are able to extract the keywords that they are optimizing for and create new content around that, completely different content. So it makes it ethical. We're not stealing from them, really. What we're doing is we're just grabbing the keyword research and the site structure, how they have been able to do all of that, probably through a lot of research and a lot of painstaking trial and error as well. We're just basically grabbing everything that's working for them and generating completely different content based around those same keywords. Okay, so we can bypass the competitor analysis because the AI does that for us based on what we have with those keyword-rich sitemaps, what we feed the AI with those sitemaps. Okay, now the real beauty of this system, and this cannot be overstated, is not just the AI content generation is easy. It's that we are able to create unlimited content without any credit restrictions. Okay, this allows us to go and find opportunities in maybe some underserved niches. Now, I came up with the concept a couple of years ago, and I called it niche poking. Okay, niche poking was a kind of a play on something that we used to do, a few years ago in search engine optimization. It was called keyword poking. What we did at that particular time is we had a big list of keywords, one piece of content, which was usually a YouTube video. We would upload the same YouTube video into YouTube, and we would just put all these different keywords for different videos. Okay, so it was the same video being uploaded multiple times into one specific channel, and the titles for each of the uploads was a different keyword. The goal was to find which of those keywords we can rank for without needing to do any backlinking. Okay, and that was called keyword poking. Okay, so I kind of took the core principle of that and applied it to something that I generated called niche poking. And that means that we can go and generate sites instead of just like a YouTube video. We can go and generate sites with optimized content, with compelling headlines designed for high click-through rate using AI. So we can go and deploy these sites in just 3 simple steps. And we can do this daily for brand new sites every single day and find the winners, because some niches, I'll be honest with you, some niches are going to be really hard to break through because Google prefers specific types of sites. Often you will find that Google prefers websites that have got very, very high domain authority, and it makes it harder to break through. Not impossible. You have to be consistent with the content to be able to break through, and you need some things like social media shares and backlinks and all that good stuff. But there's a whole bunch of niches as well that you are able to penetrate very quickly and very, very easily. And we do provide training on this kind of stuff as well for our customers. Now, the only way that we can find that is by having unlimited use of the AI for unlimited sites, so that you can use the tool the way it was designed to be used by me, the developer, okay? And that means that we are not going to be held back by a credit-based system like other tools of this quality do, okay? Now, I will mention this several times because it is really, really, really important, because it is high-quality work going on in the background to be able to generate these search engine optimized articles, okay? And having no credit restrictions allows us to be able to go and deploy whole websites on autopilot with auto blogging all day long, as much as you want, so that we can find those niches that we can penetrate. That is the key to the whole thing. That is the key to the whole thing, because not all websites will be successful. They cannot possibly be, because Google will have preferences on what kind of websites it likes to rank for specific subtopics and topics, etc. So we have to keep prodding and poking, and this allows us to be able to do that, okay? But it's so easy. You can build multiple sites per day. It's really, really so easy, as I'm going to demonstrate in a second, okay? Now, the third part is the WordPress optimization, where we have already got a template built for you that you import into your new WordPress site. So you have to purchase a domain. You can get some 99-cent domains if you want. It will still work, okay? But what we can do is, once you have your domain, you import my WordPress template, and that's already optimized. All the plugins are installed, but not only installed, I've done the settings in the plugins. I've actually done the settings. Hours and hours and hours of work creating that template, where the settings are already set up for you. So your site is optimized. All you have to do is put in some basic details like your site title, your tagline, etc., and fix some basic information for contact details and that kind of good stuff, okay? And then what we're able to do is just post from the Traffic Thief web app into the WordPress site, okay? That gives us the ability that we can knock these sites out into, and knock this content out into optimized, ready for content WordPress sites, so that everything is optimized from start to finish. Even the internal linking is optimized from inside the WordPress template, okay? And so, because it's such easy implementation, we've cut this down into a 3-step process that is super simple for anybody to do, whether you are experienced or not, okay? You do not need to know about search engine optimization. I've got that covered for you. I've got that built in. You do not need to know about content generation or the best practices. I have built that in. You do not need to know how to set up a WordPress site and optimize it, because I have a template that does that for you. Everything has been taken care of, and all you need to think about is on the business, and that means picking niches that are likely to be winners, okay? That is the key to this, and that's where we can implement the niche poking strategy to go out and find the winners and then double down in the winners, okay? So without any sort of further delay, let's jump into the web app and I'll show you a demonstration how powerful this is. Okay, so let's head over to the Traffic Thief app, and I'm going to show you, first of all, what it looks like after we have added a competitor's sitemap. Okay, and you can see that we have pulled in a whole bunch of article suggestions which have been based on the sitemap keywords. Okay, so if you get a sitemap for a successful website, let me just open one up here. I'll show you what it looks like. You can see that it's keyword rich, okay? And it's got a strong hint as to what the content is, often from the sitemaps, okay? You can see here why you need a mentor to be successful, how to design a successful logo for a company, how to send RSS update to Aweber mailing list. This is a blog about internet marketing, and it's very, very successful. So you can just see from the sitemap what the topics are about, and you can then let AI take over from that point. And then when you put that sitemap in, this is the kind of information that you're going to get back, okay? And you can select all, you can go through it all, and you can cherry pick the ones that you want. What I usually do is I select all, and any that I think are unsuitable, I might just uncheck. And that means that we are able to just cherry pick the ones that we want. And we're not limited to do just one sitemap per website that we're going to post into, the websites that you own. I could go and find 3, 4, or 5, or even 10 different successful websites about internet marketing, for example, and put all of the sitemaps in different campaigns within Traffic Thief. That's the beauty of having unlimited credits, okay? You're not restricted in any way at all. That means you can do a more comprehensive autoblog from this strategy, okay? And all of this is generated in seconds, okay? Now, the next part of this is that we are able to turn those article titles into what we call an article outline. You can see the article outline here for that top article. If I keep going down the list, you will see it's doing that for every single article, all on autopilot for you. Okay, this all happens in just a few clicks. Okay, it's nothing hard. It's something that anyone can do. Okay, and then from there, what we have is we have the article content itself. Okay, and you can see that we've got article nicely formatted. It's keyword rich. It's optimized. It's got good information. And it's quite lengthy as well, which is good for SEO, for doing niche blogs, and even has a quiz at the end as well. And you can see we've got 4,108 words from this. Now, that can get expensive for doing a complete auto blog if you have AI cost to pay. But as I mentioned before, if you use Google Gemini, like I have done here, then it costs you nothing for the AI, okay? This is a big deal because those charges from OpenAI and any other AI service that you tap into from your own API key can get expensive very, very quickly when you are building a network of these sites. Okay, we do not need to worry about that because we can get free AI with Google Gemini. That is a major, major plus for anybody who wants to do AI auto blogging, especially with this strategy, because some of those sites, those successful sites, will have hundreds, if not thousands, of posts, okay? And it's going to be damn near impossible to do this with any other tool without having a huge budget, which we don't need to worry about. We completely bypass that concern if we use Gemini API, okay? So we can get our article, and then what we can do is we can post into WordPress, and in this article list view section here, it's going to go through each article and tell you what has been done and what has not been done. Has the outline been generated? What the article title is? Has the content, the written article been done? We've got yes, we've got the headline. Has it been posted into WordPress? Not yet. Okay. That can tell you what needs to be done. Okay. It's very quick, very easy. And everything up to this point, the only thing that you've really had to do is to grab a sitemap URL. And I'm going to show you how to do that in just a second. So how do we post it into WordPress? Well, first of all, in the settings for the Traffic Thief web app, which means you don't have anything to download here. It's a web application. You can access it from anywhere. What we do is we add our WordPress sites. Okay, we add our WordPress sites. And once we've added our WordPress sites and they're connected into the app, then what we can do when we have got this article list view for the whole campaign is we can checkbox all, and we can come over to bulk actions. Now you can see here we've got some different options here, but one of these is to export selected to WordPress. And that is all we need to do. Okay, that's how simple and powerful this system is. So let's go and find let's go and see how we can go and find the sitemap URL so that everybody's very, very clear how simple this is, because this is the main part of what you're doing once you've decided on the niche that your website is going to be about, that your blog is going to be about. Okay, so here I've got a website that I know is very, very popular. It's called shoutmeloud.com. I'm just using this as an example. It's a very popular internet marketing website, and it's got a blog in here as well. Okay, now in the blog you can see it's got a lot of great ideas and hold on, it's got a lot of great ideas for information for people who want to learn about internet marketing. Okay, so I want to grab his sitemap. How do I do that? Well, you can see the URL that we got up here, shoutmeloud.com/blog. I'm unlikely, but sometimes you will find the sitemap from the blog. Okay, but most of the time you have to take off where it says blog, and you're simply going to type in here sitemap.xml. Okay, this is the most popular URL parameter to find sitemaps. There are some more, and we have got those that information in the tutorials area. And you can see here that we have got post sitemap number 2, page sitemap, download sitemap, lead pages, post sitemap, etc., etc. We are only interested in the post sitemap. So I'm going to right click and open that in a new window. And I'll right click on the other one, the number 2, and open that in a new window as well. And here we can see that we have got hundreds of articles, literally hundreds of articles. And so if I want to take that sitemap, all I need to do is copy paste that, and Traffic Thief is going to go through all of this, okay, all of it. And it's going to suggest the article headlines that it's going to use. And then you can take it further by getting it to outline the ones that you checkbox. Okay, let's come back over into the tool just to remind you what that is. It's going to look like this, and you just simply go through the list of the blog posts, or just check all and uncheck the ones that you do not want. Okay, and from there we are able to go and generate the outlines and then the articles and then post them into WordPress. That is it. Okay, that is as simple as as hard as it gets. Okay, it's really, really simple. The next step before you post it into WordPress is to import my pre-made WordPress template that's already optimized. It's got plugins already installed, but not only that, the plugins are optimized. So you don't need to know anything about SEO. It's optimized well enough that you are going to put articles onto your site in a well-optimized WordPress site. It's optimized for speed. It's optimized for conversion as well, with some call to action stuff in there as well, so that everything is as easy as possible. So let's go and create a campaign. And to create a campaign, I'm just going to click over here where it says Traffic Thief. You can see we've got another tool here called Video Content Edge. I will cover that a little bit later. But for now, the main thing is that we are going to create a campaign, create a project using the sitemap that we have got. Okay, so I'm just going to call this one SML for Shout Me Loud. And I'm going to choose Google Gemini because it doesn't cost anything. And I will stick to Gemini Pro, but it's okay to go into the 1.5 Turbo as well. Okay, in fact, let's just do the 1.5 Turbo. I'll click on Save. Okay, now that's been created, you can see the project at the top here. Nice and easy to find. Click on Actions and click on View. Okay, and here we're going to click where it says Generate Titles. When we put in here generate titles, you can see that we can put multiple sitemaps in here, one per line. Okay, so I've got this one, and also we had a number 2 here, sitemap number 2. I can copy that and I can put it in here. And what it's going to do is it's going to help us to create a massive WordPress site, okay, with hundreds of pieces of content. And this is basically all we need to do, okay? Just put in the sitemap URLs to make all of this possible. And this is copying the SEO heist strategy, but in a way that is both made very, very simple and very, very scalable at the same time. Now we've got a choice. Do we want to generate the titles using AI or using web scraping? For simplicity, I'm going to use AI, and I'll click on Generate the Titles. and it's going to go off and it's going to start to generate those titles for us. And you can see it does 50 at a time. It's done 50, then 100, and now 150 is being generated. And while all of that is happening, let me just grab an example of a post on one of the WordPress sites that we've got. Okay, so here is one of my sites that I use for traffic thief content. And you can see that we've got a lot of content in here, and we've been posting in here quite regularly as well. Now, this is built from a template. Let me just show you the template very quickly, what it looks like when you first install. You can see that we've got in here all the things that we need for privacy compliance. I've set up some basic categories so that it's got a nice structure once you rename the categories according to the niche or the topic of your website. You can put in your own banner here, and we've got call to action at the top as well. And this is what it looks like when you first install, okay? That's what this looked like as well. And I changed some, did some small changes, and you can see down the sidebar, I've decided to remove the videos that I had there and just put in a banner and put in some information about the author, which is me in this case. So let's go and have a look at some of the posts. I'll open this one up in a new window. And you can see we've got a nice headline. We've got a video right at the top that helps to increase engagement if people watch videos. It's nicely formatted. We've got a table of contents in here. And then we've got our basic subheadings, etc., in here as well. Okay, this is quite a long article, a couple of videos embedded. Now, what we can do with this, and you can see we also got links to related other posts as well from the same category. Let's go and have a look at a couple more. Okay, this one, video at the top, nicely formatted, table of contents, etc. Now, I'm going to take this further because what we find is the more we use the software, the more ideas that we've got how to make it better. And there's certain things that we can do to make this even more powerful just by adding some elements into the content, which is due to have an update very, very soon. We kind of rotate between our different tools for various updates so that they're always being updated and always being kept up to date with the information that we want to put out there as far as the structure of the articles for search engine optimization, also for user experience as well. Let's just come back over here. So I've got in here all this article titles. Now, anything that's got shout me loud, I'm going to just not use anything like that. The shout me loud blog, your guide to blogging success, I don't want to use that. So what I want to do is to make sure none of these are showing when I'm deploying my articles. So I'll checkbox all and I'll take off anything that's got shout me loud in here. And you can see there's a lot of information in here for different articles. Anything with Bangalore, anything with shout me loud. I'm just going to quickly take these out. And just for the purpose of demonstration, I'm not going to take any more out because it just sucks up time on the webinar. Okay, so I've now got my article titles that I want to use. Okay, there's probably about 300 or 400 there. And what we can do now is we can click where it says title actions. Okay, I can then go and categorize my titles. This can give me the categories that I'm going to use here, and you can add more categories. You can see you got plenty of space to go and add more categories, but I've added the first 4 that you can just quickly rename within the WordPress template. By the way, this is an optimized template. It's got plugins with settings done. It's got theme with settings done. All you have to do is a few tweaks to make sure your site is looking presentable, and also it's personalized to that particular topic. Okay, so let's come back over. So I'm going to categorize these titles, and this is going to break it down into sections that I can post by section into the WordPress site if I choose as well. That means I can post specifically to categories once this has been categorized for me with the AI doing all of the work in the background. And you can see we got a notification down there on the bottom right hand side saying categories updated successfully. Okay, so this makes it easier as well to go and check your different posts to make sure there's nothing there that you don't want. So I could choose just this. And from here, I can just simply generate the article outlines per category and work per category and just build them out one section at a time. Or I can do all of it if I choose, okay, just by selecting multiple categories at one time. Okay, so now that we've categorized it and we know the categories that we want to use for our site, we can find inside the site those 4 pre-made categories that I've done for you in the template, and you would just go and simply replace category 1 with blogging basics, or category 2 with tools and resources, category 3 with monetization, category 4 with content marketing, etc., etc. Okay, we're making this as easy as possible for everyone to be able to use. Now, a couple of things here. If you're not happy with the titles, you can checkbox the ones that you want to change. You can click on where it says title actions, and you can generate new titles for anything that's checkboxed. Okay, and you can edit the titles manually if you want, or you can also add new titles as well. So if you've got, maybe you go into ChatGPT and say, like, give me 50 article titles based around the subtopic of blogging basics, you could get 50 article titles and just simply put them in this way as well. Okay, so it just gets added into the auto blog. And then once you are happy, anything that's checkboxed here, you can click on generate and generate article outlines. And it's going to go and work according to the settings that you have done here. And you can choose whether you want the tone to be neutral, informal, casual, friendly, positive, uplifting, encouraging, amusing, etc., etc. Okay. What I will do with this is I will keep it, I'm going to keep it neutral for this. Okay. I'll just keep it neutral. Number of headings you can choose. This will help to determine how long your article is going to be. I'm going to bring that down. I'll bring it down to about 6 or 7. I'll put 7 I'll put in here. We can generate an FAQ about the article at the end. We can also generate a quiz at the end. I suggest you do one or the other because for user friendliness, it just gets a little bit overbearing to get an FAQ and a quiz. The quiz works quite well, but also the FAQ is just more informative as well. So I'm going to keep just the FAQ with this. Then we can add images. Now, you can choose to generate images with AI. That will cost money. There's nothing we can do to get that for free. So if you choose to generate with AI images, you will have some AI costs. But if you're choosing Gemini anyway, the only AI cost you're going to have is for images. I don't particularly like AI images at this moment in time. I haven't found one that is consistently good, that I can trust. So what I do is I just don't use that. And if you don't check this, it's going to take images from either Pexels or Pixabay, and we will be adding Upsplash and some others in the next update as well. You can choose how many images. You can choose to add videos as well. That makes the content more multimedia sort of focused, which is good for the search engine optimization. And for languages, you can see we've got English, French, Spanish, Italian, German, Russian, Swedish, Dutch, Finnish, Danish, and Hindi. If anybody wants a different language, you can always request it, okay? So now all we have to do is generate the outlines, okay? And that's going to go away, and it's queuing for article outline generation. When that is finished, we will get a little pop-up here. Usually at this point, I will just leave it, let it do its work, and then I will come back to it a bit later, okay? And that's just the way we work with this. We can have several of these working at the same time. We can be working on several websites at the same time. So while that is generating these article outlines, I want to address something that is quite important, okay? That is your hosting. Now, the WordPress template that we created here, you can import into any hosting that you like, okay? But to make things simpler, what I do personally, and I recommend everybody should do this as well, I use a hosting company called xCloud. Now, xCloud means you have to pay some monthly recurring for to be able to use their services, but they're very, very good. And I'll just show you if I come back to my sites over here, that we can put all our websites within here and it manages the WordPress hosting for you. Now, you don't have to use this, but one of the benefits of using this is once you have installed a template on your xCloud, if you want to duplicate and be able to knock out another site very, very fast, you don't need to worry about uploading the template anymore, because you can simply come over here to the three dots, okay, and you can basically clone the site into a different domain. So all you have to do is add a new domain into your xCloud account, okay, and clone the site into there, and the template gets cloned for you in just 2 or 3 clicks. Okay, it's really quick, it's really easy. Now, you don't have to use this one. It is a monthly recurring as any hosting, but it's a little bit more expensive than what you would pay for some hosting services. But I prefer it because it gives me a lot of control. It takes care of security. It updates my plugins, updates my themes, etc., etc., and I'm able to just manage and be able to scale much quicker. And perhaps you just want to start with a small hosting that doesn't cost too much money to begin with. And as you start to build your sites out, then you can move them over here. And if you do take an account with them at any time, they will actually migrate your sites into your xCloud account as well. So I just wanted to address that quickly because it's probably something that people are wondering, well, if I'm going to build so many sites, how do I keep track of them? This is a quick and easy way to do it, okay? xCloud, and there's another one called Cloudways, which is also a WordPress hosting. Now, one of the real benefits of using this is that the sites are super fast, which is really important for SEO, okay? Why? Because they tap into other hosting services like DigitalOcean, and you have to pay those hosting services separately as well. So it's a word of warning about xCloud. It does start to cost a little bit more than your normal hosting, but once you're ready to scale, this is a great way to do it, and you have super fast websites. If you're tapping into hosting like DigitalOcean or Butler, which connect with xCloud, then you're pretty much guaranteed that you're going to have super fast websites, which is really cool, very important. And it saves a lot of problems with site speed and with people leaving your site because your sites might be slow to load, that you will find with a lot of different shared hosting companies. Okay, we don't have that problem with xCloud, but I do recommend it if you are planning to build a lot of sites. Okay, since we don't have any AI costs, if you are building using the Gemini AI, then you could use some of that money that you saved on this so that you got super fast sites and easy WordPress site management, even for multiple sites. Okay, it's really, really handy to be able to do that. Okay, now let's come back over into the tool, see how we are progressing. Okay, let's click on articles, and you can see we got 3 tabs here. We got all our articles down here on the left side. Then we have got article outline, article content, and SEO score. Okay, it's more than SEO score. It's also for engagement and conversion as well. And so you can see this is mapping out quite comprehensive article, and we told it to create 7 sections. Okay, the 7th section here being the conclusion. Okay, and we are ready then to checkbox all of the articles once the outlines have been done and start to generate article content. And it's going to generate the content based on the settings we did in the last step, which was to include videos, to include some images, etc. as well. So if I click on select all, and before I actually go and create these, I'm just going to check out the bottom one down here, scroll down, and make sure we got article outline to the the final one that it needed to outline within this queue. Okay, and you can see all of that is done. Now, all we have to do after we selected all is click on Article Actions, and we can choose this option here to generate bulk articles. Okay, generate bulk articles. Now, you can also export all this information to a doc, and it will take all the information from the whole project, the whole campaign, and later we can export to WordPress once we have got the article content done. So I'm going to generate bulk articles. I'll click on that. Articles queued for generation. You can see this is point and click easy. We're generating a lot of content with AI based on other people's keyword research and hard work, okay, based on the topics that is working for them to make them already a successful site. But we are creating completely unique content, and it's just point and click, point and click, point and click. Now, how many of these do you think you could build in a day? And especially if you've got a virtual assistant helping you. I've had virtual assistants in the past, and sometimes they're coming to me when I'm in the middle of working and say, okay, I've done that, what's next? And you're kind of stuck for things to tell them to do. Having a tool like this gives them something to do all the time, okay? You can just have them knocking out one of these per day when you've got a gap in the tasks that you want to give them, okay? You can tell them, okay, go and build a traffic thief site. And the best way to do this is to go and get a bunch of domains, either in Namecheap or GoDaddy, whichever one you prefer. I prefer Namecheap. And once you've got your domains, connect them into your hosting, okay? In my case, it would be xCloud, and it's really super simple and fast to do. And have those domains already connected into your hosting, okay? And then you can have a virtual assistant, or just when you've got time, if you're doing it yourself, to go and generate one of these. You can generate one of these per day very quickly and very easily. And I did say at the beginning, I would show you how I use Traffic Thief to generate, 7 sites in 7 days. Well, I could easily create a lot more than that if I choose to do that. Okay, so it's very quick, very easy, point and click. You don't have to even know anything about the search engine optimization, because I've built it all in there for you. And when we look at the article outlines, it's already got all the information that it needs to work with via a checklist that we feed into the AI to use at the point of doing the article outline. So we tell it, follow the guidelines of this SEO engagement and conversion checklist to write an article outline. So that is built in the back end. You don't even need to worry about that. It's all there. And then as it starts to generate the content, as you can see, it's still in queued. It's still working in the background because we've got quite a few articles. Once it starts to do that from the article outline, then we've got some guarantee that we're generating content that has been already analyzed for keyword and content gaps as well, because that is part of the SEO part of the checklist as well. So all of that is working in the background. And again, we can click on the article list view, and this will give you an update on all of the articles, what's been done so far. And you can see when the articles have been generated and the outline's been generated and ready to post into WordPress, etc. as well. And even the category that it belongs to as well. Okay. So I'll just jump over to my example site, because it's something I really want to show you. It's going to save you some money right now, which will be useful as well. This is the kind of stuff that happens when you generate images with AI. This is why I don't like AI images, okay? Because sometimes they just don't look nice. I don't think it's there yet. But we will be testing with some new options for AI generation for images in the next update as well. And as we scroll down here, we've got our sections and stuff in here. Now, you do probably want to go in here and get rid of these numbers. You can just do some quick editing for that. And you can see this article, I decided to put a quiz in here as well, which helps for people to make sure they understood everything that was in the article. Okay, now, if I go into the WordPress template and spend a couple of minutes in there just to show you some things that's happening in the background. Click on WP admin. I'm not going to spend too long in here. I'm just going to emphasize the benefits of having a template already optimized for you to be able to do the stuff that would take a long time manually, because I've already spent hours on this to make sure that we were able to deploy sites very, very quickly without much delay, but keep it as optimized as it would be for any brand new site I was doing manually from scratch. Okay, that's opened up. And if I come over into my plugins, I'll click on install plugins. What you want to do when you install your template, you want to go over to this section here where it says auto updates disabled. Okay, and then you can click here and you can just simply generate to enable auto updates. That will keep most of your WordPress plugins up to date. Okay, I don't do that from the template. You must do that from your own hosting. Okay, and you can see as well, we got a message up here that the search engines are blocked. There's a reason for that, and there's a very quick solution to it. I did that deliberately. I've set it that it blocks the search engines until you got sufficient content to make it public. Okay, that is deliberately done. Okay, and all you have to do to make it public is basically go into the settings, and you can just simply checkbox and make it public. I'm not going to do that with this one. We're still adding more content. What I normally do and what I recommend you doing, what some SEO experts and even Jake from that original case study, what he does as well is he publishes all of the content at one time. Now, some people would go into some indexing services at that point. I don't. I let the content get found naturally. It will save you money, and then it's going to be more natural as well. Just let the content get picked up naturally by Google and other search engines, because it's not just Google. We got Bing search engine, Yahoo search engine, etc., etc. It will get picked up naturally by them, and we can send some backlinks to the homepage by doing some very, very simple things. Okay, now I've got some good training as well, and I've got some live training coming up, how we can skip a lot of the waiting period just by doing some very, very simple things. Okay, and how we can even buy domain authority just from using some expired domains, and I've got the tools for helping to find those as well that I will show you within that live training. Okay, now that that's been done, okay, let me just go and have a look at what we got in here. So we got SEO plugins, the settings done. Okay, we got internal links plugins. You can get more advanced internal links plugins if you want to pay for premium with one of those internal link services, or you can just take suggestions from this plugin. That makes it a little bit more manual, but up to you. You've got choice of doing both if you want to. We got settings for speed done. We got settings for forms. We got legal pages. You can even create your categories and bulk using this Silent Alpha plugin. It's one of mine. And we've also got information here, plugins here for various features and elements that you might want to put into your blog. So for example, you can put an ad inserter in here, and this is what I recommend you do after you go live. Okay, so you generate your content, you make it go live, you make it published so that the search engines is no longer blocked. Okay, you do some little bits to get indexed quite quickly, and then you've got all of this stuff that you can pull in. It's optimized for mobile, and it's got table of contents, notification bars for your calls to action, all that good stuff. Okay, even got structured data, and we've got training for all of this stuff in here as well. Okay, so that you're able to go and get a well-optimized site within just minutes instead of the hours that it took me to build this. Okay, so let's go back over into our content generation within the Traffic Thief app. Okay, so you can see that we got some content generated already. If you get situations like this, that happens sometimes. Somebody sets the videos to not be embeddable. That's why that happens sometimes. But I'll show you how to edit this in a second, in just a minute. Okay, I'm just checking through the article just briefly and making sure that we got images, making sure that it's nicely structured. And you can see there the word count is 5,240 words. Now, don't forget, this is free AI that we are using in here for this. So let's go and check another one. Let's see how to make money. Got the image, got our content well structured. Now, we will be doing some updates. I've got some ideas how to take this content part further. And we can see we've got our FAQs down the bottom. And again, 6,397 words. And again, cost nothing with the AI. So you can see how quickly and easily it is to be able to do some articles, long form articles at no cost whatsoever using the Gemini AI. Now, sometimes you will find that you have to click manually to generate an article. It happens from time to time where this might take a little bit longer. That's no big deal. So just let it do its work. But from time to time, you will see a button here that says generate article. That just means you click it one time and it will generate it manually for you to be able to do that. Okay, so let's come back into one of these. And if you want to fix something like this, I'm just going to copy that particular topic there, reverse image search. Now, what I can do is I can come up here and click on edit the article. You can do this with any of the articles, and you can change the image if you want to. You just simply choose a different image to put in there, and you can do that with AI. Okay, so you can see I've got the image here. We can delete that, take it out, and just put a new image in. I'll show you how to do it in a second. Let me just fix this one first for the video. Just delete it. And we can insert an image from here, or we can just put in a video URL. Okay, so if I want to put in a video URL, all I need to do is click on this and put the URL. And if you want to make it open in a new window, etc., you can do all that kind of stuff as well. So if I go over into YouTube, just open up YouTube here, put in reverse image set as the keyword, and then just simply copy the link address and come back over into the tool. You can put the URL. Now, with the URL, when you got like this in YouTube, anything after the and sign, you can take off. Okay. And you can click on save. And when that posts into WordPress, then WordPress will make that embed just by having the URL within the actual editor in the article editing part. Okay, WordPress will automatically turn that into an embedded video. And that's how that works. Okay, so you can see nice and quick and easy for all of this. Nothing is difficult. Okay, very point and click. Doesn't matter your experience, and you can change the images, etc. as well quickly and easily. And all we need to do, let me just put this in a new line so you can see clearly what I'm doing here. We can just make a space here, go over to where it says image lookup, and here we can put in a keyword. So this particular one is about reverse image search again. Okay, image lookup. And you can choose from any of these. Okay, so I'm going to just copy this one here and just need to paste, just Control and V if you're using a Windows computer. And I'll get rid of the other one just by clicking on the delete button. And you can see quick and easy, just copy and paste that in there. And then we can just simply save anything that you have edited. Okay, so that's basically a demo of the tool. as it is right now. There's another part to the tool as well, Video Content Edge, where you can turn URLs from YouTube video URLs into blog posts as well. And that works very, very well. So you can just simply create a project, give it a name, choose your GPT or choose your AI, whether you want to choose ChatGPT or Google Gemini. We've also got something called Open Router, which gives you access to some other AI tools like Claude and some other AIs. I would just stick to the Gemini while we're in the sort of niche poking stage, okay? We can always double down when we got successful articles, when we got successful sites. We can double down, we can make the content even better if we choose at that particular point, okay? And basically, you can just put in here, I'll just put test for now, so we can move forward. And once I've got test, I can click on view, and we can just generate article outlines with YouTube URLs. Okay, very quick and very easy. And you can choose the same options, whether you want to generate an FAQ or quiz, all that good stuff. And you can make sure that you embed the same video in here if you want as well, and choose how many images. Okay, I'm not going to go through that because you've already seen how it works, and I just don't want to keep you on the webinar on a demo part longer than we need to. Okay, so now that you've seen how easy it is for Traffic Thief to work, okay, now you can see the power of this. The question is, how many of these niche sites would you do in a day? Okay, so let's come back over into our slides over here. Okay, so the opportunity right now is all about the timing, the market conditions. Okay, now Google stance on AI content is that they don't mind AI content as long as it's useful content. Okay, you will hear all kinds of stuff on the internet about Google not liking AI content, but I can guarantee you AI content is ranking for loads and loads of keywords, and they are going to have to adapt, and plus they are adapting to AI content. The key is, how do we structure the articles? How do we optimize the articles? When we're generating articles of 4,000, 5,000, 6,000 words, inside those articles are multiple long tail keywords that you can get traffic for. Okay, this is important because once you start to get people coming to your websites from the search engines and spending time on your content, then Google is going to increase the rankings for those keywords, okay, where they came from. And secondly, is the scaling potential. This really is the key to the whole system. It's all about scaling without the limitations. And I did say I was going to mention this before because it's so important. The AI is free. You've got unlimited use. You've got unlimited websites. You can knock these out. You can just go out and find successful sites within your niche, whether you're writing about marketing, whether you're writing about affiliate marketing reviews. There are sites out there that are already successful that you can just simply grab their sitemap URLs, go through a few minutes process, and generate an AI auto blog that replicates all of their hard work for the keyword research, etc., etc. And we've got some real case studies as well, but I cannot give people's niches away. I just simply cannot give them away. That's why I was showing you the stuff on Twitter before from Jake Ward when that actually came up. Okay, so this will work, but you have got to be prepared to get into the scalability part of this system. That's where the magic happens, and that's why you've got unlimited use. Okay, and that means that you can be knocking out these sites, even if you're using dollar domains from, Namecheap or GoDaddy. Just by dollar domains, it won't affect being able to get rankings. Okay, and there's some cool stuff that we can do as well that I teach in the tutorials area, and plus that we're going to do some live sessions for as well on how we can speed up things like ranking, speed up things like indexing if you choose to speed up the indexing, and also how we can just take advantage of very, very simple search engine optimization strategies that are suitable for beginners and they are very quick, very easy to do, and inexpensive to do as well. I specialize in the inexpensive stuff because as I started to learn search engine optimization way back in 2008, and that's how long I've been doing marketing and search engine optimization stuff, I didn't have a big budget. I didn't have a lot of money then to spend on this stuff. So I got very, very good at being very creative with strategies. And what I've learned over the years is just the stuff that will move the needle, that is not expensive, and that is suitable for anybody to be able to do. For example, we can get expired domains, okay? Expired domains, and simply 301 redirect. I will have training on how to do that. And so let's jump straight into the offer, because I'm going to offer a tool that finds expired domains as a bonus. And this is not a gimmicky tool. This is a tool that I use quite a lot. And I'm going to throw that in with this offer as well, so that you can get a head start. Okay, you can get a complete head start. You can find expired domains in minutes that you can go and buy on Namecheap or GoDaddy for the cost price, usually about $10 for .com, for example. And you can simply just do a 301 redirect from inside Namecheap or GoDaddy, and all that backlink juice from that expired domain will go through. And the tool I'm going to give you gives you that information as well. It will tell you how many backlinks it's got, what its domain authority is, all that kind of good stuff. And you can simply make backlink juice flow through from the expired domain into your new domain. You can even do this with 2 or 3 different expired domains to boost it. That will help you to get indexed faster. That will also help you to generate relevant backlinks into your site for very, very little money. Now, some people are paying like hundreds of dollars a month for backlinks. We don't need to worry about that. I've got the strategies that we can do this extremely low cost and extremely inexpensively, and very quick, very easy to do, even suitable for beginners. So let's just recap. So the step-by-step walkthrough that you saw, how to find winning sitemaps. Well, you just put sitemap.xml at the end of successful sites. Okay, so any successful sites, you will find them ranking at the top of Google. That's the ones that we want to copy. So you can type in a niche and basically type in a topic or a keyword and find the websites that are ranking. Those are the ones we want to copy because they've got the rankings. Okay, we want to get rankings. So that's how we find them. It's quick, it's easy. There's no gimmicky stuff there. It's just very common sense stuff. Okay, find blogs that are ranking on Google, and you take the root domain name and you do a / sitemap.xml. Very quick, very easy. Okay, and then you can set up your traffic thief campaign. You saw it's point and click. It's very simple, and then we can optimize the content as it's been generated automatically. There's not a lot for you to do there except for the point and click. Okay, and then we can deploy it to WordPress, and then when it's in WordPress, you can do extra stuff from inside WordPress as well, which I cover in the training that I provide. Okay, so quick, easy, scalable, and unlimited use, and free AI. Really, really important. So I think you'll agree with me, and put a 1 in the chat if you agree with me. This is one of the easiest ways to build profitable websites. There's no keyword research needed. Okay, we've got AI powered content for free. We've got built-in optimization with the article outlines and with the articles themselves and with the WordPress template. Everything point and click easy. Everything very simple. Okay, and you've got unlimited scaling. So the traffic thief offer. Okay, and what I'm going to do is I'm going to offer some really cool bonuses. Now, it does come with the WordPress template. That's not just a bonus. That's part of the package. It comes with the WordPress template. But I've got some virtual assistant training videos that I created for my own virtual assistant for a girl called Shay. She's from South Africa. And I'm also training another one in Latvia as well. And she will go through these virtual assistant training videos. So I'm going to throw those in as a bonus as well. You can just simply give them to your virtual assistant if you have one. If you're not ready to hire one yet, then you still have access to them to be able to use Traffic Thief later and do all of this work for you, okay? You can even find someone on Fiverr.com and pay them just $5 for working 1 hour. Do you think you can knock out these in 1 hour? Absolutely. You could probably knock out 2 in that time, okay? As long as you know the niches and topics and the sitemaps part. If you have done that part, then you can hire someone just for $5 and they will knock out a site for you, or 2 sites, possibly even 3 in that time, okay? The implementation guides, that's the tutorial stuff. And plus we got some live sessions coming out. And plus we have a WhatsApp group as well. And the WhatsApp group is for all of the customers, for all of our tools. And we have some interesting stuff that I share in there as well. Okay. And we're going to start doing some live stream sessions. And some of those sessions might just be like 15 minutes going over something, a strategy, etc. But it's interesting and it will help you to build up your marketing knowledge about what is working today, okay? Because I am doing this from in the trenches, okay? I'm not doing this from theory. I'm not doing this for a Warrior Plus JVZoo type launch. I'm in trenches and getting results, and we share information in there, okay? So the offer is for a limited time during this promotion that you can get lifetime access, okay? For $697. Now, that is a bargain. That is an absolute bargain. Some of those other tools that do AI content generation, it will cost you, I saw one the other day, it costs $340 per month, and it's not even on unlimited use. This is unlimited use for unlimited sites with free AI. They don't have even free AI. They don't have unlimited use. They're charging $340 a month. There's others charging less, maybe 47, 67, etc. You can get for limited time, lifetime access to this tool. Now, as we are building this tool out, I'm going to be starting to do more and more webinars. And as I start to do more and more webinars, the price will increase. Okay. So you want to jump on this while it's here, because the price for this will definitely jump up to $997 very, very soon. And we are due to do some updates in the software to make it even better over the next 3 or 4 weeks, okay? And once those updates are done and we start to generate some more case studies and generate more websites, etc., and train more of our staff to be able to do this, and I simply just pay them on a site-per-site basis, okay? I just give them money per site, and I know that they can knock these out very quickly and that they're not wasting my time, okay? So as we start to do more and more of this, once I've got those extra features built in for even better quality content, then the price is going to go up to $997. So what you want to do is you want to jump on this while it's at this price. This is a steal, okay? Unlimited use. And you can do unlimited websites and free AI. You don't have to pay any AI costs. That is huge. That makes the whole thing scalable, and the whole thing start to finish is very, very simple to begin with, but we're taking it to another level with the unlimited use, okay? So you want to jump on this offer right now. And to jump on this offer, all you have to do is go over to this website address, anthonyhayes.me/ChrisX, okay? That will take you to the sales page where you can pick this up. And don't forget, I'm giving you some bonuses as well, okay? I'm going to give you a tool that finds expired domains. It will find expired domains from YouTube, from Vimeo, from Wikipedia, and even as well from Pinterest. It will find broken links, and it will tell you immediately if those websites if those domains are available to buy. Okay, so I will do a separate demo of that inside the tutorial area. Okay, and this is one of the best ways that we can boost the search rankings for our websites, even brand new websites. You can even start your new websites with these domains that will give you a head start. And plus you can do some additional 301 redirects to boost the backlinks to an already expired domain with some backlinks. Okay, so go over to anthonyhayes.me/ChrisX. Okay, all one word, ChrisX. Okay, you can pick up Traffic Thief for just $697. Okay, so let me take you over into the sales page, and you can see here that we've got an option as well for monthly as well. If you don't want to pay $697 for the lifetime, you can choose to take Traffic Thief monthly for just $67 per month. Okay, again, unlimited credits, free AI. This is dirt cheap. This is huge value for a tool of this quality, and it's only going to get better as we go forward as well. And plus more training and more live sessions where you can ask questions. So now we're coming into the part of the webinar where if you do have any questions, you can feel free to ask. Okay, so you got any questions, guys? I'm here. You can start to ask the questions and I will answer as well. Okay, and while we go through the questions, I'll put this slide up again, and I've put some more information there for everybody. So you can see the website address to pick up Traffic Thief, anthonyhayes.me/ChrisX, $697 for lifetime or $67 monthly. Don't forget unlimited use, unlimited websites, free AI content generation, and this is available only for a limited time. And if you try to pick up any high quality AI auto blogging tool, you know that this is a steal. This is an absolute bargain because they will charge you an arm and a leg, and it will cost you every single month afterwards quite a lot of money. And you're not going to be able to do the scaling and the unlimited use like you are able to with this software. Okay, this is an absolute steal, an absolute bargain, but it's only available during this promotion over the next few days. Okay, so you want to jump on this right now and make sure you grab this. Okay, and there's some cool bonuses. We got the WhatsApp group, plus I will be doing some live training as well. So okay, I'll keep this open here while we go through some questions.